Good morning, vinyl community. It's Phil from Destination Vinyl in the Fraser Valley of British Columbia, Canada. And I've got a thread here I'm going to continue that I just learned about yesterday. I'm a month behind on this. I haven't been on the computer a lot. But this was a thread started by Ron Haggerty, and I saw it on my friend JB's Vinyl and Cassettes. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thread. And what that means is you're going to show a great debut album that you love, a great second album by a group that you love, and third, fourth, fifth. Along the way, you get it. And he went up for 5. I consider doing 6, but I don't want this to drag on all day, so we'll just do the 5 that he requested. So, I got a little bit of, well, it's mostly rock. It's all rock, but it's okay. Different eras. This first one is from a local band. This is their debut back in 1982. They were a local bar band. I'm in the Vancouver area in Canada. Anyone knows the local scene here will know a band called Chilliwack. And one of their members, a guy named, nicknamed Too Loud McLeod, the guitarist, splintered away to start this other band, Headpins, with a lead singer called Darby Mills. And their debut was Turn It Loud. And this is on Solid Gold Records, but it's distributed by A&M. There's the label. And this is my original copy. Yes, play this thing all the time. And this album, Turn It Loud, is loud. The lead singer is Darby Mills. If you've never heard her sing, it is something to behold. This woman just has no slow mode and no quiet voice. It's all go go go. And this record is really just an assault. If you want a loud record, play this. There's the back. You can see the heating up Marshall Stax amp. It's their cover. That is just a killer hard rock album. Just a killer. If you can find that anywhere and you haven't heard it, give it a try. Like I said, it's just an assault. My second album from 1977, this group's second album, and a really good one, is Cheap Trick in Color. And there's the back cover, which is just a flip upside down. And this is a gatefold, just showing the guys in the band. But this is their second album, and most people's first experiences, and sometimes only experience with this band, was live at Budokan when I Want You to Want Me became a big hit. And if you've ever heard the studio version of that on the album Heaven Tonight, it's quite the different song. It's really slow and really drawn out and just nothing at all like what the live version is. But this album is great. This album shows what a good rock and roll band they really were. Starts with Hello There, which was on the live album. Big Eyes and Down are great songs. Oh, actually, I Want You to Want Me is on this one. I'm sorry. I was thinking of a different song. I Want You to Want Me is on this, the studio version. But if you listen to it here and on the live version, totally different songs. And Clock Strikes 10 is on here. Southern Girls is a great song. Really, there's not a bad track on here. So if you don't know the early Cheap Trick, if all you know is the single album of Live at Budokan, I would recommend you give this a spin. And speaking of that, Live at Budokan, actually there is a second version of that album out with a double disc, the whole concert on it. You got to go on Amazon or eBay or something for that. I've never seen it in a store, but someone like Sunrise could probably order it. It's on their catalog, I think. But that's really a good album. My third, this is from 1973. I'm old, okay? A lot of my albums are old this era. This is Wishbone Ash, British group. Argus, this is their third album. This album is fantastic. This is probably their most commercial success, this one. They pioneered the twin guitars attack. These guys are just fantastic. This is on just a MCA Rainbow label. Nothing fancy there. This is the back of the cover. But this is one of my favorite album covers of all time, too. And this was actually, I heard this story about this the other day. It was the producer's wife or someone like that dressed up in this for the cover shot. And this is actually the scene from not far from where their studio was where they recorded this. And this is just a fantastic album. If you love guitar music, long solos and things like that, this is the album for you. Best songs on this were Blowin' Free and The King Will Come. And we'll just pan the camera down. Parading their shirt today. This was the last live indoor concert I saw before COVID shut everything down. And these guys were just fantastic. They played at a little recording studio in a little town not far from here called White Rock. A lot of people probably know that it's a vacation destination. But it's a 100-seat recording studio. They just put folding chairs in rows on the floor, and you can sit there. You're 3 feet from the stage, the front row, and they play live. It's the best acoustic sound in anywhere in the Lower Mainland, the Vancouver area. It's just fantastic, and the guys just really just let it all hang out for about 2 hours. Just fantastic guitars. If you love guitars, again, that's a band you got to check out, Wishbone Ash. My fourth, going back to Canada, like the first one, going back to Canada for 1970, the Guess Who, Share the Land. Everyone knows the Guess Who, this back cover. It's a gatefold with lyrics and I don't know, a picture of a indigenous fella. And this is a fantastic album. This has, of course, the song Share the Land on it. It's got Hand Me Down World, Bus Rider, which were both hits. Share the Land, Hang On to Your Life was a hit as well. Just not a bad track on this album. Not a bad track at all. So Guess Who, great band out of Winnipeg in Canada. Fantastic, good old album. If you love old early rock, give that one a shot. I'm sure most people know it anyway. And my fifth choice, again I'm going with rock, but I'm going newer again. This is 1986, and this female artist splintered from the Runaways when the Runaways called it quits, and she took on her own solo career, and she had a lot of success with her first and second album. Her first one after the second one came out. The first one sort of got re-released. But this is Joan Jett. This is her fifth album from 1986 called Good Music. And this one, while it didn't have any radio hits, this is just fantastic to listen. This is just great flat-out rock and roll. Joan Jett doing what she does best. The title track, the whole album is just fantastic. The title track, Good Music. This Means War is a great song. Roadrunner is just a fantastic song. I have heard that on the radio once in a while, but not that often. She does a cover version of Fun, Fun, Fun. Really lets it go on that one. It's fun to listen to. Yeah, and the last song in this, Contact, is actually my favorite song of hers out of her whole catalog. But what I love about this album most is the production. The sound on this album is just crystal clear. You can hear every note, every cymbal, every little note on this. And it's got a little cut-out sleeve inside, just an added insert of black heart in the picture. And this is just a fantastic album. If you like Joan Jett and just stuck with her regular stuff like I Love Rock and Roll and I Hate Myself for Loving You, check this album out. It's not an easy one to find, I'll tell you that. But if you can find it, this one is well worth a listen. Like I said, in my opinion, this is probably the best album she ever did. And it got so little airplay. I don't know what the critics didn't like about this album, but there it is, my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is a really cool thread. I'd be interested to know your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either do a video and let me know, or just type them in the comments down below. And I'm looking for a few subscribers, so if you enjoyed this, and you don't mind watching my ugly face for 5-6 minutes at a time, please subscribe. I'd love to have some more viewers. It's nice doing this when someone is actually watching. So that's it for today. Take care. Take care of yourselves.